My reaction to this at first was like, well, why aren't they showing the baby's face? But then, after looking at it longer, it is a photograph that revealed more and more as I looked at it further, because gesturally, it's iconic that the mom is holding her baby in this way. And then the silhouette of the head is also such a manifestation of microcephaly that you can read that too. So I'm sort of like, in my mind, I know it's a case-by-case basis, like what is more effective? What is our responsibility weighing, when to show people's faces, to sort of get out the word that how important or impactful or how dangerous this health issue is. Is it by showing sort of case studies or versus data, or versus trying to outline the broad scope of what the problem is? And I think this photograph does a really great job of showing without distracting us with the personal.
Well, if I sent a photographer to photograph Jackeline and her 4-month-old son and they brought this picture back, I would send him back.
I'd be interested to hear more about that, why that is for you.
It's a story that doesn't need ambiguity. It needs understanding. It needs empathy. It needs more context than what we're seeing here. And it's a little distorted. It's a wide-angle lens. The hands look out of proportion. There's just not enough information in it for me. And I think photography, at least in my role at National Geographic, is information is important too, not just aesthetics. And I think this picture fails on both counts.
Seems like the picture relies on a pretty old trick, which is using the scale of the normal to sort of mark some kind of deviation. So if you think about like the old freak show host cards of like the world's tallest man next to a quote unquote normal sized person. So I think the thing that I'm objecting to in the image is the way that I feel like it sort of replicates these kind of spectacular logics.
We're looking at the pictures from this side, but when I look at this picture, I can also imagine it from her point of view. And then it becomes a very intimate photograph that's very unlike the kind of public display of something like this. And so that was fascinating.
I appreciated that the baby is facing away and you don't actually see the mother. It's a heartbreaking image, and there's more of a respect for the dignity of this child and the mother, I think. And you can make a heartbreaking image that isn't somehow exploitive, or some of the images from Syrian refugees almost feel like I shouldn't be seeing this. This is the worst moment in this person's life, and it almost feels gratuitous or exploitive. Whereas this image does seem to respect the dignity of this child and the mother by not showing their faces.